Hey everybody out there in TV land! This is Jeremy from Board Insiders.
What's up, everybody? It's Hobby with Board Insiders.
Hi, I'm Bling from Board Insiders.
Hey, this is Greg from Board Insiders.
This is Roundhouse, Kyle.
Hope everybody's well and keeping healthy and everybody is COVID free in 2021. First question, most memorable boards. I had to think of it. There was so many boards, hundreds of boards over the years. But the list for me goes, first one was a Ride Machete. That board, man, I bought that board in like 3 different years. Next one was the K2 Turbo Dream. Again, I bought that board in like 2 separate years. The Rossi Retox, I love that board. Never bought it, but loved riding it. The next one was a Rossi Experience. That was their all-mountain board. I actually still ride 2 of those. And the last one was a Never Summer F1. That board was a hard charging board, and if I needed another board in my quiver, I probably would have bought that one.
Some of the boards that stood out to me, obviously all of the Never Summers, because I love Never Summers. The first time I tried the multi-camber, and it blew me away. Park and in powder.
The board with the most memorable riding is probably the War Pig. For something so tiny and strange, it had the most maneuverability and pop of almost any board that I've ridden.
The Sims Blade from the reboot a couple years ago when they were building them at Never Summer. The Prior Spearhead, DC Devon Walsh, Libtech Snow Mullet, Burden Supermodel. Got one right here. That was my go-to for about 4 or 5 years. It's a big boy. It's a 74. Smokin'. Pretty much everything from Smokin'. They have a great combination of pop and dampness to them. Tough combination to get. The OG K2 Zeppelin. That's probably from more than 10 years ago. So those are the honorable mentions. So now, most memorable board, and I think a lot of the people at Board Insiders, a lot of the writers will agree with me that the most memorable deck was the first Ride Machete. It was really a game changer. It was everyone that got on it loved it, and it was so intuitive. You'd think about doing something, and the board would just do it. I remember the first time I got on it, it was in 0 visibility and about a foot of cascade concrete, just chopped up, chundered up, just crap snow, and the board just slayed everything. I mean, it was so much fun. It was amazing, really. So the Ride Machete.
Johnny Paxson Slash, that thing was a riot for me also, for like solid, stable, all around good. I love that one. And also the Rossi Rock and Rolla, that one was a really fun board for me, for the fact that I could spin around, have all sorts of fun, not get any hang-ups.
The first was the Battalion Evil Twin, which I did end up actually buying. The second one was a Yes Asymmetric. I think it might have been the Basics. I ended up eventually buying that one as well. Another one that stood out for me was the Flow Quantum. And then probably the best all-mountain board of all time that I remember ever riding was actually the Arbor Coda, the one with the, I think they called it Grip Tech. I love that board. I did not end up buying that board for whatever reason, but that's probably one of my favorite all-time all-mountain boards.
Most memorable board was everything different. First year / Happy Place. This kickstand cutout, nobody had ever done anything with a nose besides a swallowtail, but this was strictly cosmetic beyond the contact points. It was different, super fun board, had a lot going on with it. It was just weird and different. Nobody had ever seen it, and I love that. And then the Marhar Lumberjack. It's the first volume shifted board I ever ridden, where it's short, fat, and like wide. And it was just different. It rode much bigger than it should have been, and it was super, super fun. The Charlie Slasher by Capita. That was the first tapered board I had ever ridden in real POW. Blew my fucking mind. It was absolutely insane. The Omni Light by Signal. I'm ollieing things that I didn't even know I could do, and like the Ride Buck Up, whatever they put inside that court, it threw you off jumps. It was mind blowing. There's just so many different boards, and I don't know, all of them were fun. Well, maybe not all of them. I mean, sometimes you rode the newest, different technology and it was total garbage. But we won't talk about Gilson.